Right here. Right here in front of Brad. You see that lower end right there? There's an actual tornado touching down right now. So if you are just now tuning in, we've got a tornado on the ground just to the southeast of Roth in Oklahoma, and it's turning into a pretty big tornado.
It isn't big. Can anybody see?
We've got a tornado on the ground right now to the south of Oklahoma. This is a live shot of it developing right now. It's making contact here as the storm continues to move down to the southeast. So this is like storm 70
In about 1.5 miles, turn right onto South Willard Road. In 1 mile, turn right onto South Willard.
Right here is where another tornado is trying to form right now. Brandon Kopic is on what this storm looks like up close and personal when they get closer. But yeah, new tornado warning. This is going to go on for...
You're back there.
It's getting awfully close. They're going to have to get the heck out of there.
You got the whole gang.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, Mom. Got to go.
Live right now.
the
You want to say what's in the chat?
the big mouth of this storm is about to eat us. We got to go.
Does Daniel want to say what's up the chat?
He just left.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's a no.
That's a no. Yeah. All right. Well, we gotta let you go. We're gonna have to head out of here, but I just want to FaceTime you.
Bye,
Show you this
Melanie.
cool story.
You guys did a great job.
Thank you. All right. We'll catch you in a bit, Mom. Love you.
All right.
Yeah, it's moving fast now, too.
All right. But
This thing is rocketing down to the south and east now that it's got that big, and that's one of the reasons why they put that huge warning on it. Not only just because they are confident that it's going to go that far, but it's also going to pick up speed here. So yeah, get ready. Bridgeport, you're next in line. Somebody said, well, I'm waiting on this storm with my Dr. Pepper and my pizza. This is way too close for comfort, y'all. Do not let the storm see the pizza. That's all I gotta say. Decatur, you're gonna get clipped by the top of the storm. It's gonna get pretty nasty where you are too. Up here in Bowie, Texas, we still have a tornado warning up here as well. A little bit of rotation near Selma. Actually, a lot of bit of rotation. And that's going to continue to move south and east. You might see a new tornado warning for Park Springs here soon. So y'all watch out. Y'all watch out, okay? Once again, the highest priority. How about you over here in Johnson County? Tornado warning continues. Big rotation over here between Troy and Reagan, moving towards Tishomingo. Everybody in the town of Tishomingo needs to be sheltered right now. We got 32 minutes left on this tornado warning way back here in Murray and Pontotoc counties. The rotation's going right towards Roth. Take shelter, okay? Let's go check in on our friends over here in Arkansas. These storms are still causing a big, too. But we're talking about ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds coming into this area. We've got a bunch of cameras out here in Arkansas, but nothing over there on the western side. We need to change that. Here's a view from our tower camera over here in Arkadelphia, Arkansas, looking off to the west. You can see the distant lightning. But yeah, you guys need to be getting ready for that. Nothing going on in Tulsa right now. Nothing going on in Fort Smith. Down to the south and east of Fayetteville, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning, though. This stuff is moving off to the east. We might get another one of those coming into Bentonville here very, very soon. Jordan Hall is currently in the middle of a severe thunderstorm warning out here in Pauls Valley. Well, let's see what that looks like.
You're gonna kill me right now.
Got a little bit of hail coming down. Richard says, Ryan, it looks like a bit of Illinois has severe weather forecasted on Monday. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Monday looks like the big day. Monday looks like the big day. Wow. Steve says, the Anvil Runners are making it all the way down to my place in Dallas. So the big overshooting top, the huge supercell, the cloud that's kind of getting flung all the way down to Dallas, the lightning from the storm is making it all the way down there. That's crazy. You guys are going to get some crazy videos and photos of that tonight. Please send them to me. Please send them to me. RyanHallYall.com/submit.
Are you ready?
I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine.
I'm gonna wait. Almost
do
bit
this
into
together.
it. We're gonna do this together.
Hyper King, thank you so much for the generous super chat. Says sausage and pepperoni pizza all the way, no questions asked.
Not in that chat.
Well, especially
Hasn't even hit my region in southern Indiana yet. We'll be ready for it Monday. Great job. Thank you, Hyper King. Thanks for the consistent support. I've seen you before. Everybody shout out Hyper King. All right, so these guys are going down in Texas. Look at this. Look at this. Let me turn the locations off real quick. By the way, thank you guys for sending the emotes. Look at these. See the hearts and like all the little like lightning bolts and stuff. People are doing that in the Weatherwise app. I'm going to turn the locations off for Dallas real quick, just so I can show you what's going on. You see all this stuff over here? That's the top of the cloud from our big storm where Freddie is. This thing is acting like a vacuum cleaner. It's sucking up all the air, all right, throwing it up to the top of the atmosphere, and then that strong jet, that strong wind way up there is blowing it off all the way down past Dallas. So the clouds that are above you in Dallas are connected to the tornado-producing storm that's, essentially connected to the earth down here where Freddie is. It's all going up and then over Dallas. So the fact that it's all connected means that cloud-to-cloud lightning strikes can happen. So you're going to be able to see some really crazy, widespread, anvil crawling lightning strikes on Dallas in the next little bit. It will be nuts.
a new tornado warning.
By the way, Atoka, Bryan, and Johnston counties in Oklahoma. You've got rotation right here near Fillmore and Milburn, going down towards Hopewell, Folsom, Kennefic, Caddo, and Caney. Y'all need to be taking shelter. This is actually a very dangerous storm. Take shelter now. Another dangerous storm, of course, is going to be the big one towards Fort Worth. We're talking about baseball-sized hail and 70-mile-per-hour winds moving into the greater Bridgeport area right now. And then meteorologist Andy Hill is actually watching this area over here in Garvin and Murray counties in Oklahoma for another tornado warning in the future, potentially. The storm's still rotating near Katy. It's going to go down towards Cedar Village and Davis. Y'all watch out. Y'all watch out. We are tracking an incredibly dangerous situation across Oklahoma and Texas right now. If you're just now tuning in, we've got 68,000 people watching. Just another reminder to like the stream here, potentially share it with somebody downstream. If you know somebody in Dallas or Fort Worth, they might find this information pretty helpful. as we are watching an absolute monster of a supercell in Jack, Wise, and Parker counties. And it's got a destructive tag on it for a reason. This has got baseball-sized hail and 70-mile-per-hour winds. Imagine a baseball coming through your window at 70 miles per hour. Would you want to be in the living room for that? No. So whenever this, gets closer to Fort Worth, if it's still a destructive storm by that time, they'll probably send it all across Fort Worth to Dallas. And you should take shelter as if it was a tornado warning, because 70-mile-per-hour baseballs are just as dangerous as a tornado. When you've got hundreds of thousands of them flying through the air. No, but this storm is self-sustaining, and it's got plenty of energy to work on, so if it weakens... Let's go back up here to Oklahoma near Pauls Valley, where Jordan Hall continues to drive through that severe thunderstorm.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
And we just got a new tornado warning for this storm. So the one that's going down towards Fort Worth, they've also put a tornado warning on it. National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for Jack, Parker, and Wise counties. You got to take shelter. We zoom out here a little bit. Show you where Fort Worth is generally. This is going to be for about 15,000 people here. We've got Runaway Bay, Boonesville, Cottondale, Joplin, and Poolville in Texas under this warning. Freddie's right in front of it. Trails campsite, which is a pretty big campsite. It's going to hit airport as well, so you guys need to be taking shelter out there. Freddie is right next to this monster. Nice. There's a shot of storm from above. Once again, guys, we got it, it's one of the only places you can tune into and know that you get exclusive storm chasers at 36,000 feet. Every stream, every storm we're able to see from the plane. I'm working on trying to get the ADSB flight data into our radar app so that I can actually tell you if you're going to be on a commercial flight or if you're flying, where to look. Most flights have Wi-Fi on them now, right? So you guys can just literally be storm chasers from the air. This is crazy. We want to see the tornado from the ground and also from the sky. We want to see it from all angles. Yeah, that's one of our storms in Oklahoma right now. And then here's a view of that Enid tornado the other day. Thank you for sending that in. And then this is a time lapse of the Jacksboro supercell. Thank you, Ian. Caleb's got some lightning out there. More from the Carter. Nice view here from Elizabeth. And then this is what it looks like out there in Jacksboro. So a lot of people in Jacksboro are tuning in. This thing got really close to the town of Jacksboro. Northeast just a little bit there. And here's a great drawing from a 9-year-old. There's y'all bot. Y'all watch out. There's the R logo. Be prepared, not scared. That's pulling wild. Andy Hill down. This is great. Hang that one on the fridge. Hang it on the fridge right now. If you want to send pictures and videos, feel free to do that over there on RyanHallYall.com/video. But we do have a new tornado warning. And this is going to be for Alberta up here in Texas. So Wise County, Texas, you're now under a tornado warning. You've got rotation right over Park Springs, move over Highway 101 towards Albert. Take shelter. There's 3,000 people out here. All are in a dangerous situation. We've got storm chasers out the wazoo. We've got storm chasers out the wazoo. I want you to know. We've got this, every one of these storms covered from every angle. If there's a tornado, we're going to see it. We have an extremely dangerous situation unfolding right now in North Texas. We got that destructive tags, baseball-sized hail. It's going north. We don't know if it's going to maintain the strength it has right now all the way towards Fort Worth. More flash flood yellow watches here showing up for Andy. We've got a lot of places that are about to experience flash flooding out here in the greater Arkansas area with this training stuff. And this, I mean, this whole zone right here, you can see it right there. This blue zone is going to be inside of that green area. In fact, I'm going to push the button. Your brother was in. Check in. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that comes enough time for your reactor. Because it's going to touch your paper rain. Flash flooding. Smith, down Hot Springs, nasty storm. Dallas, look at that. you're just now tuning in, we are tracking a life-threatening situation across the plains right now. We got a severe weather outbreak going on in North Texas. We've actually got some massive destructive supercells tearing through Jack Wise and multiple counties. Just imagine just reversing tornadoes from the baseball size hail. If you live in the path of this storm, we're talking about Albert, Decatur, places like that. You need to be in your safe room immediately. Here we go. Look at all that. That's awesome. By the way, I see you guys are asking questions over here in Decatur. Wait, Decatur. I'm riding it out in a tent. Riding it out in a tent. Well, that's not good. Just to give you a little bit of insight here, it is not safe to be in a tent for this storm. Okay, if you've got like a bathhouse or something nearby, even if you got something with a slightly more sturdy shelter or sturdy foundation nearby, you got to get there. You do not want to ride this out in a tent. A viewer here just through northwest of Decatur says, I'm riding it out in a tent with my dog and a prayer. My goodness. All right. Yeah, try your best to get to a better shelter there if you can. You got rotation just off to your north and west. You're also just going to have large hail. Like, I don't know if your tent can handle baseball-sized hail coming down at terminal velocity, but that's going to be painful. Let's look around here at some of these other warnings. We got a storm that was warning for Reagan, a lot of counties. Minutes. We also have also down here in Atoka County, Johnson County got a severe thunderstorm warning for 14 minutes. Atoka, you guys are about to get hit right now by that very strong storm. And we got this tornado warning down here for Bryan and Johnson counties. We got a decent area Freddie McKinney's trying to stay out in front of this thing. Oh no, never mind. He's dropping right towards it.
The cat has no camera. Chad, what do you guys see? You probably see it better than we can.
I wonder if Chess was watching this right now.
Hey, here's the spot.
Can somebody tell me what happened to the mothership? It's right in front of Freddie. It's just a little bit more ominous. It's harder to see right now. Wait for the right lightning strike. Here we go. There's going to be a big one in 3, 2, 1. Man, I was on a 3 streak. I did that 3 times in a row and got it each time. Good things must come to an end. But the big mothership feature is right in front of Freddie here. He's going to go in there. He's going to try to inspect it for us. He's going to go get as close as he can to the storm without getting too close. You know? Oh wait, I didn't see it. No. I mean, I was waiting for it. All day. And so there's going to be a lightning strike and you'll get it right because there's like 8 million little ones in a second. So if you are just now tuning in, we got a tornado warning right now for Parker and Wise counties, and it's still a radar indicated warning. Guys, there is a tornado on the ground right now. There's no doubt about it. The Weather Service will upgrade this warning here soon. Until that happens, we're going off of what we just saw from Freddie's point of view and what we saw from the radar. Okay, so this is a tornado on the ground to the north and west of Fort Worth, doing damage in Runaway Bay. So take shelter if you're downstream from this. Like this user, I just saw your lightning bolts. Do you think we will get hit? Somebody up here just north of Weatherford said, do you think we will get hit? I don't know. Okay, you are in a destructive severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado tag on it. You need to be taking shelter. That's the whole point. What I think is that if you're under a tornado warning, you need to be taking shelter. Not everybody in the warning is going to get hit, but it's the reason why warnings exist, is to make sure that if you are going to get hit, you're going to be safe. So you're in a dangerous spot. The rotating part of the storm is coming. Deviant significant motion on this. The whole development of this this tornado has been wild. It's literally moving towards Vineyard now on Highway 380. They did go ahead and issue another tornado warning here that goes a little bit past Colville. Now it includes Boyd and Keeter. If you're in Boyd or Keeter, you got to be taking shelter right now. The tornado is moving towards Vineyard as it's, you know, it's retrograding. It's going backwards. So we know that this storm is capable of producing multiple tornadoes. We know that it's not losing steam, and it's moving it down towards Fort Worth. So once again, you guys down here on the north side of Fort Worth need to start thinking about what you're going to do when that warning comes through.
Is that a funnel trying to? No, that's just another say. Look.
Yeah, I mean, there's like 3 different mesos here. There's one. This is the new one right here to the east. And we were like, what? This would be a lot easier if it were daytime.
Yeah. Yeah, this would be easier if I could just see it, yo.
Just a quick second.
This is the storm that's going towards Fort Worth. Yes, if you're just now pouring in here, this is your storm. We're going to go back to the radar right here in a minute. But if you're annoyed right now that I'm not looking at the radar, again, just another reminder, the WeatherWise app is free. That's why it's there. That's why we talk about it constantly. It's legitimately to help you. I would download it.
It could be.
We can only do one thing at a time over here.
Boy, with 100 Houston memberships, let's go, man.
All right, we are going to pull that up now. By the way, already on the west side here, we're starting to see the storm story. I'm surprised we don't have a severe tornado storm in town.
shit up, Quay.
It's mostly just a lot of lightning and a lot of rain and stuff right now. So this right here is going to be a flash flood throughout the day. Flash flood throughout the day.
So did you survive?
Wow, what an active night of severe tornadoes in the Chicago
Yeah, I'm on Highway 22 heading east right now. They just reported another rotating wall cloud.
Crazy how quick all that shit died off.
The storm still looks like it wants to produce.
9 different, all of a sudden, nothing.
It looks like it's ramped up a little bit.
That one heading down towards Dallas, moving at 3.5 miles an hour right now.
Dang, it's gonna cause some problems.
I'm on my way back home, but it's nighttime out here and I've had a beer, so I'm not going to look at radar or anything until I get home.
I'll let you know if I need anything.
into the storm. This is, I'm not kidding you guys, this is another level. This is a different kind of storm down here. I don't know what the world we're dealing with here, but this is not your average supercell. that big storm on Jupiter got started right here. I don't know how we're going to get rid of this thing. I mean, there's an unlimited amount of warm, moist air all the way down the Gulf down here. Nothing's, stopping it. The balance is great. It continues to suck just as much as it blows. However, that balance might want to be disrupted a little bit. I do see a little bit more of an outflow dominant feature starting to build here on the backside. So we actually need to hope for that to happen, because the more it draws in, the stronger it's going to get and the longer it's going to go. All storms have like an inhale and an exhale. And just like a living being, the last thing it's going to do is exhale, right? So the more it draws in, the longer it's going to last. Parker and Wise counties are still under a tornado warning for 27 more minutes. You got to get to shelter in Springtown if you haven't gotten there already. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point in the near future we ended up under a tornado warning in Reno as well. Does the tin guy know the cow? I don't know. All I know is that we've got a really impressive storm on the way to the Fort Worth region down here. And we're going to keep an eye on it for you. I'm going to go back to Andy's. Y'all watch, though. Severe thunderstorm, y'all watch, now in effect for Parker and Wise counties, Texas. Notice how it's pointing south. This big exhale that the storm's trying to take is probably going to draw severe weather down farther to the south. And he did it again. Meteorologist Andy Hill absolutely nailed it. There's your new severe thunderstorm warning, literally right in line with his. And the reason they've issued this as a destructive storm with baseball-sized hail and 70-mile-per-hour winds is because the storm is letting out a huge exhale right now, and we've got a wall of destructive winds coming down towards Poolville, Goshen, all the way down to Weatherford. You guys got to get to shelter. It's not necessarily a tornado that's going to be hitting you, but you're going to think it is. If you get hit by this big exhale right here in the wrong way, it's going to do damage that is similar to a tornado. Okay, so Poolville, Goshen, or Goshen, you guys need to be taking shelter. Keister, Carter, and Wright, it's coming right for you. Now the thing is we've got this huge exhale happening. We've got the outflow dominant, the damaging winds starting to fill in. But notice how the other side, the counterweight, is still there. We've got a big pull in as well. It's soaking in air, it's blowing out air, and where those two things meet, of course, we've got to be concerned about mesocyclones and very mesocyclones, like tornadoes. So that's why we've got the tornado warning still in effect for Springtown. Freddie's awfully close to that exhale. I don't know if the wind's going to catch up to him or not, but it's about to.
Yeah, looks like just barely made it to the east.
Yeah, it's right behind him. If he was to stop right now, you'd be able to hear the roar of it right behind him.
They just went left.
Yeah, Freddie knows how close they are to getting hit by a really bad part the storm. You do not want to get caught in the thing that's coming up behind Freddy right now.
Yeah, that's true. It's just a little bit closer than I might be.
By the way, Runaway Bay. We saw power flashes and stuff with the tornado in Runaway Bay earlier. We are starting to hear about injuries being reported, and several emergency assets are en route. So there was some significant damage done in Runaway Bay.
I was afraid this thing was going to come like right into the metro. Now it looks like they may luck out. This thing is just bizarre. It just keeps switching from south to almost.
Oh my goodness. Where you see this big bright area of blue and green, that's where we got the strongest winds right now. This is currently warned as a destructive severe thunderstorm warning for hail. But we're approaching destructive severe thunderstorm warning wind criteria. It is possible that this storm at some point produces 95 to 100 mile per hour winds. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is one of the most powerful supercells we've ever wrapped here. And it's weird. It's just weird how it's operating. Turn the warnings off. I just want to look at this. Just the supercell. I mean, you ever see anything like this? Take a screenshot of that. Put that in a textbook. Mega storm right there, son. You zoom out. This is the storm itself is as big as the Dallas-Fort Worth metro. The whole, like all of Fort Worth and Dallas, one cell is as big as that whole area. And look, it's all by itself. No competition. Load 24. And this is just fascinating.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Right, they just issued a new tornado warning for that too. Turn the warnings off again. So you can see how the storm really hasn't been moving. But now you've got that big push of air coming in, and it's actually starting to make it move a little bit, mostly to the south. I don't know. Honestly, I couldn't tell you what this is going to look like as it gets closer to Dallas and Fort Worth.
I think this Texas storm is about to drop a massive tornado right outside of Fort Worth.
That is a wild view right there. Again,
Yeah, I was just looking at that. It looks like it's pretty wild.
I'm going to pause the playback here.
Surprised you got your text.
Turn the warnings back on. And we're going to go into this tornado.
Yeah, the velocities look pretty decent on it.
Again, we have the radar indicated rotation, but there's a pretty good chance that this is producing a tornado right now. Big time hook on this, by the way. Look at this.
Large tornado on the ground.
You got the big time rotation and what looks to be maybe the start of a degree signature.
In Dallas?
We just got to assume that it's tornado there right now. Into the spring.
Yeah, and Goshen. That's not good. That's a populated area. Yeah, they said the tornado warning encompasses like 2.3 million people.
is definitely one of the weirdest storms I have ever seen.
Wow. Thank you so much, Andy. One of the weirdest storms I've ever seen too. And now, not only is it, not only do we believe it's fueled off of warm, moist Gulf air, but mosquitoes. All right, we've got a mosquito-fueled storm coming down into the greater Fort Worth area. I don't know what that is going to add to it, but you know, that's something else to consider. We do have once again a tornado